2020 BMW X3M competition release date, 2020 BMW X3M, X4M put sport in SUV with 473 HP, BMW M GmbH expanded its high-performance model lineup to include models in the midsize sports activity vehicle, SAV, and sports activity coupe, SAC, segments for the first time. The BMW X3M and BMW X4M set the benchmark for dynamic excellence, agility, and precision in their respective classes. Also new is the launch alongside the BMW X3M and BMW X4M of their competition siblings. The BMW X3M competition and BMW X4M competition will capture customers' imagination with their extra power and exclusive appointments. New 6-cylinder inline engine, M Steptronic transmission, MX drive. The addition to the BMW M GmbH lineup of its first high-performance models in the midsize sports activity vehicle, SAV, and sports activity coupe, SAC, segments also heralds the arrival of a newly developed 6-cylinder inline engine in 2 variants. The engine stands out with its familiar M high revving character, the latest M twin power turbo technology update, plus track-tested cooling and oil supply systems. It develops 353 kW/480 HP in the BMW X3M and BMW X4M, and an even mightier 375 kW/510 HP in the BMW X3M competition and BMW X4M competition. The standout performance characteristics of the 3.0-liter units are encapsulated by the linear power development that is such an M speciality, plus a hunger for revs quelled only by the engine's limiter. And all to the tune of an arresting soundtrack. Like the maximum output figure, peak torque of 600 nanometers, 442 lb-ft, also represents a new high point for a 6-cylinder inline petrol engine from BMW. The ongoing development of M twin power turbo technology, coupled with the inclusion of 2 gasoline particulate filters and 4 catalytic converters, also ensures the high-performance engines can claim remarkable efficiency and exceptionally low emissions. Higher revving, more powerful and more efficient thanks to weight minimization and the latest M twin power turbo technology. The new 6-cylinder inline engine has a forged crankshaft, whose exceptional torsional resistance allows it to handle extremely high torque levels. Plus, its low weight and reduced rotating mass feed the engine's high revving instincts. The closed-deck design of the 6-cylinder engine's crankcase ensures it is incredibly rigid, paving the way for higher combustion pressure and optimized power output. The wire arc sprayed iron coating for the cylinder wall serves to reduce weight and frictional losses. In addition, the cylinder head has a core manufactured using 3D printing. This additive manufacturing process enables geometric forms to be created that are beyond the capability of conventional metal casting techniques. 3D printing technology has cut the weight of the new engine cylinder head core and allowed its coolant ducts to be routed in a way that optimizes temperature management. This latest incarnation of M twin power turbo technology features 2 mono-scroll turbochargers, which supply compressed air to cylinders 1 to 3 and 4 to 6 respectively. The engine's power output is further enhanced through the use of upgraded compressors and an indirect intercooler supplied by a low-temperature circuit. A flow-optimized air intake system reduces pressure losses, while an electronically controlled wastegate, which can be closed quickly, enhances responsiveness. The wide opening wastegate also heightens the effectiveness of the catalytic converters positioned close to the engine. The likewise further developed high-precision injection technology raises maximum injection pressure from 200 bar to 350 bar, enabling extremely efficient mixture preparation. The fine atomization of the fuel in the combustion chambers minimizes emissions, especially under full acceleration loads and at high speeds. The package of technology is rounded off by Valvetronic fully variable valve timing and double Vanos variable cams half timing. The 6-cylinder inline engine serves up its peak torque between 2,600 and 5,600 rpm in the BMW X3M and BMW X4M, and between 2,600 and 5,950 rpm in the BMW X3M competition and BMW X4M competition. It generates maximum output at 6,250 rpm and sustains its potent power delivery until the 7,200 rpm red line. The BMW X3M and BMW X4M accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour 62 miles per hour in 4.2 seconds, while the competition models hit the 100 km per hour 62 miles per hour mark in a mere 4.1 seconds. The top speed of all models is an electronically governed 250 km per hour 155 miles per hour. But if the optional M drivers package is specified, this limit rises to 280 km per hour 174 miles per hour, or 285 km per hour 177 miles per hour for the competition models. Cooling systems and oil supply developed with knowledge from motorsport. The new 6-cylinder inline engine's track-tested cooling system has been designed to work with the engine's extraordinary performance and comprises one central radiator and two positioned either side of it. It also includes an additional engine oil cooler and a separate transmission oil cooler. This sophisticated system ensures that optimum operating temperatures are maintained for all powertrain components at all times, both in everyday use on short urban journeys and during track use. The motorsport expertise amassed by BMW M GmbH has also made its presence felt in the conception of the oil supply system, which is designed to meet the challenges of dynamic track driving. The engine's weight-minimized oil sump has two separate chambers and an integrated suction channel. An additional suction stage allows the map-controlled oil pump to draw lubricant from the smaller chamber, which steps in when extra capacity is needed. This ensures a reliable supply of oil at all times, even under extreme lateral and longitudinal acceleration. Dual-branch exhaust system with electrically controlled flaps, 2 gasoline particulate filters and 4 tailpipes. An exhaust system perfectly tailored to the new 6-cylinder inline engine delivers reduced back pressure, a stirring soundtrack and minimized emissions. The dual-branch pipework leads into a bespoke silencer and releases the exhaust gas, in customary M fashion, through 2 pairs of tailpipes. Each tailpipe has a diameter of 100 mm, one pair is positioned on the right hand of the rear apron and the other on the left. Both branches of the exhaust are fitted with a gasoline particulate filter to reduce particulate emissions. Electrically controlled flaps help to produce the emotionally rich engine note for which BMW M cars are renowned and which provides an acoustic showcase for the engine's brawn and linear power delivery. The nature of the soundtrack takes its cues from the engine mode engaged. In addition to the standard setting, Sport and modes can be selected at the touch of a button. Pressing another button on the center console, meanwhile, gives the engine a particularly hushed tone. Standard specification for the competition models includes the M Sport exhaust system, which lends the engine a pleasingly sonorous timbre, especially when it is being pushed hard and at high revs. Its continuously variable exhaust flaps create a particularly broad vocal range. The M Sport exhaust system can also be specified as an option for the BMW X3M and BMW X4M. 8-speed M Steptronic transmission with drive logic and 3 shift modes. The new high-performance engine links up with the latest upgrade of the 8-speed M Steptronic transmission with drive logic. As well as fully automated gear changes, it also enables manual shifts with sequential gear selection. Fitted as standard along with the newly designed selector lever are gear shift paddles on the steering wheel. Manual mode allows the driver to shift down several times to the lowest gear possible, so as to utilize the engine braking effect. M Steptronic does not force upshifts under acceleration, even when the engine's revs hit the limiter. And it is designed to deliver instantaneous response and lightning-fast gear changes. The torque converter lock-up clutch is fully engaged from the moment the car pulls away. The driver can use the selector lever's drive logic switch to adjust the transmission's shift characteristics in both automatic and manual modes. Drive Logic Mode 1 aids efficient driving with smooth gear changes, switching to Mode 2 increases the sporting factor with shorter shift times. And the third mode makes gear changes even sharper. Here, the transmission holds the engine in its upper rev echelons, helping the driver to push the dynamic envelope and maximize the powertrain's performance on the track. MX Drive All-Wheel Drive, Maximum Traction, Rear Wheel Bias Setup. The new MX Drive all-wheel drive system also plays its part in giving the BMW X3M, BMW X4M and competition models their sublime performance attributes. Handed its debut in the new BMW M5, the system blends the traction-related benefits of sending power to all four wheels with the proven dynamic qualities of classical rear-wheel drive. The electronically controlled MX Drive, which works in tandem with the DSC, Dynamic Stability Control, system, only shifts drive to the front axle when the rear wheels reach the limits of their power transferring ability. This setting maximizes the agility of the high-performance save and sack as its top priority. As well as modifying the responses of the DSC system, drivers can also adjust the distribution of power between the front and rear wheels at the touch of a button. M Dynamic Mode, which can be activated as an alternative to the standard DSC setting, gives the driver access to the MX Drive 4WD Sport option. This shifts even more power to the rear wheels, enabling controlled drifts and particularly playful handling. DSC Off Mode, with DSC deactivated, meanwhile, has been optimized for ultra-dynamic driving situations and can be combined with the standard all-wheel drive setting 4WD or with 4WD Sport mode. Mode selection here is via the iDrive menu. The centrally controlled interaction between MX drive and the active M differential is largely responsible for channeling the engine's immense output through the car's wheels without any loss of power en route. Torque is distributed between the front and rear wheels with creamy smoothness and fully variably by means of the transfer case's electronically controlled multi-plate clutch, before the active M differential splits it again between the two rear wheels, as the situation demands. This ensures enhanced traction, agility and directional stability, especially when the car is being driven in a very sporty manner or on roads with differing levels of grip, i.e. exactly when it is needed. All of which means stabilizing interventions by the DSC system are only necessary in extreme situations. Segment-leading driving dynamics. The combination of agility, dynamism, and precision for which BMW M cars are renowned is underpinned by sophisticated, model-specific chassis technology tuned astutely to match the engine's high power and the capabilities of the MX Drive all-wheel drive system. This endows both the BMW X3M and BMW X4M and their competition siblings with a degree of dynamic prowess that eclipses their rivals. Their outstanding levels of performance in terms of straight line and lateral acceleration, handling and stopping power are complemented by excellent directional stability, neutral steering behavior and comfort-enhancing characteristics that lend themselves to both everyday driving and long journeys. The finely orchestrated blend of the engine's power, the means by which that power is transferred to the road, the chassis setup and the body's attributes has been honed in exhaustive testing at venues including the BMW Group's test track in Miramas, southern France, and the Nürburgring's Nordschleife circuit. Far-reaching measures for strengthening the body and chassis mountings have a particularly beneficial effect on steering precision and response. The BMW X3M, BMW X4M and competition models all come with an M-specific bracing package at the front end, whose key element is a high-precision strut brace in the engine compartment that links the spring strut towers. In August 2019, an exceptionally light, extremely strong high-precision strut brace made from carbon fiber reinforced plastic, CFRP, is set to join the options list as an alternative to the standard item. In addition, an A-strut has been incorporated into the front section near the bulkhead, with two further struts increasing stiffness between the spring strut towers and the nose of the car. The body's torsional stiffness is further enhanced by a large strut in the rear section and model-specific rear axle thrust arms. Saves and sacks with unmistakable M driving qualities. An array of M-specific details and the precision tuning of the chassis construction have helped to imbue the sports activity vehicle and sports activity coupe with a performance-focused character. Both the double-joint spring strut front axle and 5-link rear axle feature bespoke kinematic and elastokinetic properties that help to deliver precise wheel location and directional stability. A wide spectrum of adjustability between dynamism and ride comfort and the linear build-up of lateral forces are two of the foremost characteristics in a dynamic repertoire lifted straight from the M rulebook. The latter quality results in precisely controllable handling throughout the full range of lateral acceleration when cornering at speed. To give the BMW X3M, the BMW X4M and competition versions their M-specific kinematics, the front axle is fitted with custom-made swivel bearings, torque arms, and wishbones. Specially designed elastomer bearings are used to channel the forces conveyed by the control arms into the axle subframe and the vehicle body, while the increased front wheel camber optimizes handling stability and lateral control through corners. The rear axle likewise boasts model-specific components and customized elastokinematics that add to the classical M driving experience. The exceptionally stiff design of the camber arm, combined with the M-specific rubber mounts for all control arms and the rear axle subframe, heralds even greater precision and agility. Finally, the BMW X3M, the BMW X4M and the competition versions all come with model-specific anti-roll bars, whose increased rigidity translates into more direct response, resulting in a noticeable reduction in body roll and more precise handling. M-specific suspension with electronically controlled dampers. The BMW X3M, BMW X4M and competition models are equipped as standard with M-specific adaptive suspension, whose electronically controlled dampers ensure both excellent everyday comfort and extremely direct contact with the road, with little wheel and body movement. The damping forces for each individual wheel are continuously adjusted, with the help of internal electromagnetic valves, to perfectly suit the driving situation at hand. The basic damper setup can be varied at the touch of a button with a choice of 3 modes, each with their own settings. Comfort mode smooths out bumps in the road at the same time as providing high levels of handling stability, while damping becomes significantly firmer in sport mode. Activating sport and mode reveals an even tauter setup. Sport and is designed to put maximum longitudinal and lateral acceleration at the driver's disposal during hard driving on perfectly even surfaces, such as a racetrack. Precision, feel and effortlessness, M servotronic steering with a variable ratio. The electromechanical M servotronic steering on the BMW X3M, BMW X4M and competition models has a specially designed motor unit positioned parallel to the axle and is another ingredient in the hallmark M driving experience. The M servotronic system combines speed-sensitive power assistance and a variable ratio, enabling it to deliver exactly the right amount of steering torque for every situation. The result is wonderfully accurate turn-in, sensitive communication of the steering wheel's movements when powering through bends, and effortless maneuvering and parking at low speeds. Its variable ratio, which adjusts to changes in the steering angle, is as adept at keeping the car effortlessly in a straight line as at providing instantaneous turn-in and directional accuracy through bends. As a result, the car feels particularly obliging on twisty roads. Steering response can also be varied by pushing a button to select one of 3 settings. The steering is at its lightest in comfort mode, yet still provides the driver with plenty of feedback. It is even more communicative in sport mode, while also requiring notably more force to turn the wheel. Configured for an extremely sporty steering feel, Sport and mode further increases the steering effort needed and maximizes feedback from the road. DSC with M dynamic mode. The DSC, dynamic stability control, system takes just a fraction of a second to respond to changing situations and varying road surface conditions. As well as making corrective brake inputs at individual wheels and adjusting drive torque to stabilize the car, its range of functions includes the anti-lock braking system, ABS, cornering brake control, CBC, dynamic brake control, DBC, brake assist, the brake drying function and the start-off assistant. When set to M dynamic mode at a touch of the relevant button, the system allows extra wheel slip, thereby producing the steering behavior for which M models are renowned and helping the driver to execute controlled drifts, for example, during track sessions. DSC off mode can also be engaged at the push of a button. The MX drive system also remains active when DSC is switched off to ensure the optimum distribution of drive torque between the front and rear wheels is maintained. M compound brakes and M light alloy wheels with mixed size tires. The performance capabilities of the BMW X3M, BMW X4M and their competition siblings are rounded off by the highly effective M compound brakes fitted as standard. Featuring 4-piston fixed calipers at the front wheels and single-piston floating calipers at the rear, they provide superb stopping power. The calipers are painted blue and bear the M logo. The drilled, intervented brake discs measure 395 mm in diameter at the front and 370 mm at the rear. The compound design, derived from racing cars, combines the cast iron brake discs with aluminium chambers, giving the brakes excellent feel, a low weight and increased thermal stability. The overall package, orchestrated to deliver supreme performance, also comprises model-specific M light alloy wheels in V-spoke design and mixed-size high-performance tires, non-run flat, to match. These provide remarkably effective transmission of lateral control forces during dynamic cornering, aided further by the rear-biased configuration of the MX drive system. Standard specification for the BMW X3M and BMW X4M includes 20-inch wheels in a polished orbit gray finish with 255/45 ZR20 tires at the front and 265/45 ZR20 tires at the rear. The BMW X3M competition and BMW X4M competition models, meanwhile, ride as standard on 21-inch wheels with a polished jet black finish. Tires are 255/40 ZR21 items at the front and 265/40 ZR21 at the rear. Characteristic M styling for the exterior and interior. The model-specific design features of the BMW X3M, BMW X4M and competition models are geared squarely to the functional requirements of a high-performance car. The exterior's highly distinctive appearance makes no secret of the performance-focused character coursing through the Save and SAC models from BMW M GmbH. The large intakes at the front end ensure an effective supply of cooling air for the engine, transmission, and brakes. Meanwhile, the signature M design elements at the front, sides, and rear serve to optimize aerodynamics and have been carefully matched to the power unit's performance characteristics and the chassis tuning. The hugely potent engine of the BMW X3M, BMW X4M and competition models, their chassis, underpinned by expertise in the development of racing cars, and perfectly balanced aerodynamics combine to create the type of thrilling all-round performance package for which BMW M cars are renowned. An ergonomically efficient cockpit design, sports seats, and a wealth of model-specific design details give the cabin of the BMW X3M and BMW X4M an extremely sporty yet luxurious feel. The raised seating position helps to provide a superb view of the road ahead. And the M-style design of the displays and controls makes it easier for keen, sporty drivers to stay focused on the job in hand. Characteristic BMW X model proportions, trademark M design features. The exterior design of the BMW X3M and BMW X4M takes the muscular proportions shared by all BMW X models, adds a long wheelbase, short overhangs, slightly hexagonal wheel arches, crisp lines, and clean-cut surface contouring, and completes the picture with a sprinkling of telltale M features for that extra dose of sporting supremacy. Alongside the large air intakes and aerodynamically optimized front apron, both models also sport a BMW kidney grille with black double bars, another chip off the M block. On the competition models, the BMW kidney grille surround also has a high-gloss black finish. The signature M gills are integrated into the air breathers on the front flanks. The exterior mirror's special M design brings about a further reduction in aerodynamic drag. And model-specific diffuser look styling flanked by a pair of exhaust tailpipes on either side clearly distinguishes the individually designed rear apron of both models. Sited atop the BMW X3M and BMW X3M competition is an M-specific roof spoiler, whose design extends the flank lines into the powerfully contoured tail. The BMW X4M and BMW X4M competition set the seal on their sporty looks with a tailgate spoiler. The exterior color scheme for the four high-performance models set them apart even more clearly from the standard versions of the BMW X3 and BMW X4. The front and rear aprons, the wheel arch surrounds and the edges of the side skirts are painted entirely in body color, replacing the usual black bordering. There is a choice of 7 colors for the exterior paintwork of the BMW X3M, BMW X4M and competition models, including the new shade Toronto Red Metallic and, also exclusive to M cars, Dunnington Grey Metallic. The BMW X3M competition and BMW X4M competition models come with a number of distinctive design features to bring their exclusive character to the fore, including a high-gloss black finish for the BMW kidney grille surround, exterior mirror caps and M gills, and the rear spoiler of the Sports Activity Coupe. Their standard equipment also includes 21-inch M light alloy wheels in polished black and an M Sport exhaust system with tailpipes in black chrome, along with specially designed door sill plates and model badging. The optional M Carbon exterior package, expected to be available from August 2019, which features design elements in carbon fiber reinforced plastic, CFRP, for the front air intakes, the air blades in the front apron, the rear diffuser and the exterior mirror caps, adds further individual flourishes. On the BMW X4M and BMW X4M competition, these elements are joined by a CFRP rear spoiler. M-style cockpit design, versatile interior. Standard equipment for the BMW X3M and BMW X4M includes sports seats, Vernisxa leather upholstery in a choice of black or oyster with an embossed M logo at the top of the backrests, and interior trim strips in aluminium carbon structure. The BMW X3M competition and BMW X4M competition, on the other hand, come as standard with M Sport seats in extended merino leather upholstery that can be specified in either black or the bicolor variants Saphir Orange/Black and Adelaide Grey/Saphir Orange. These are optionally available for the BMW X3M and BMW X4M, too. All models are fitted with knee pads on the sides of the center console as standard. Highlights on the list of optional extras include BMW individual extended merino leather upholstery in ivory white and tartufo, only in conjunction with the M Sport seats, and carbon fiber interior trim strips. Extended merino leather upholstery in the new Midrand beige/black color scheme with Alcantara applications is available exclusively for the BMW X3M competition and BMW X4M competition models. The unmistakable M-style cockpit design additionally comprises an M-specific instrument cluster, an M leather steering wheel and a restyled M selector lever. The BMW X3M competition and BMW X4M competition bring further exclusive touches to the interior with their bucket-style M Sport seats and the model nameplate on the center console. Although the interior appears firmly focused on a sporty driving experience, it still retains the versatility for which BMW X models are known. Both models come as standard with a 40/20/40 split folding rear backrest, enabling luggage capacity to be increased to a maximum of 1,600 liters in the BMW X3M and 1,430 liters in the BMW X4M. Familiar M control and operation, bespoke comfort, digital connectivity. Like the interior design of the BMW X3M and BMW X4M, their equipment and appointments create an ideal environment in which to experience outstanding performance with satisfying intensity. The design of the instrument cluster and center console controls for the powertrain and suspension functions help to ensure precisely controllable handling in even highly dynamic driving situations. The sporty and luxurious standard specification also includes LED headlights, electrically adjustable seats, the hi-fi speaker system and the connected drive navigation package with Navigation System Professional. The standalone identity of the BMW X3M competition and BMW X4M competition models is reflected in their distinctive design features. Further scope for enhancing individualization and comfort is provided by the options list for the BMW X3 and BMW X4. And there is a similarly comprehensive spread of driver assistance systems here for customers to choose from, not to mention BMW Connected and BMW Connected Drive services. Instrument cluster and BMW head-up display with M-specific features. With their signature red needles and white illumination, the classic circular instruments in the black panel instrument cluster exude a characteristic BMW M model allure. M-specific display information also contributes to the cockpit's racing flavor. The car's speed is shown in digital form in the center of the speedometer display, while the rev counter features a pre-warning field which varies according to the engine warm-up status, a color optimum shift indicator and the model designation. The shift program and gear selected are displayed in the center of the instrument cluster. The digital readouts in the 5.7-inch color display also feature the powertrain and chassis modes engaged, the setup selected via one of the M drive buttons, and the status of the driver assistance systems. M-specific display content can also be shown on the BMW head-up display, which is available as an option for the BMW X3M, BMW X4M and competition models. This unit projects driving information onto the windscreen and into the driver's immediate field of vision. Without having to look away from the road, the driver can view information such as the car's speed on the digital indicator, the gear selected, alerts from the traffic sign recognition system, navigation instructions, and a multicolor rev band indicator with shift lights. Separate control panel on the center console and two M drive buttons on the steering wheel allow drivers to choose their desired setup. The M-specific approach to the control and operation of the car's powertrain and chassis systems offers the driver a broad range of possibilities when it comes to configuring the vehicle settings precisely to suit their personal preferences and the driving situation at hand. A control panel specific to the M models is situated on the center console next to the selector lever and iDrive controller. These buttons allow the DSC, Dynamic Stability Control, mode, the engine's performance characteristics, the settings for the electronically controlled dampers and the M servotronic steering setup to be selected independently. Another button allows the driver to adjust the engine soundtrack. The shift program for the 8-speed M Steptronic transmission with drive logic is engaged by means of a button on the selector lever. Drivers can use the iDrive menu to select an MX drive mode with the DSC system deactivated. And the iDrive menu also allows them to vary the content in the BMW head-up display. Driver can use this array of settings to configure two detailed overall set UPS for their car and store them permanently. This means they always have their ideal set UPS, e.g. for particularly sporty driving and relaxed cruising, on hand. The desired setup can be activated instantly and at any time by pressing one of the two red M drive buttons on the steering wheel. Starting the engine initiates a default vehicle configuration providing a harmonious balance of sportiness, comfort, and efficiency. M Sport Seats, the perfect place to enjoy richly engaging driving experiences. Standard specification for the BMW X3M and BMW X4M comprises heated sport seats in Vernusxa leather, whose upper sections are embossed with the M logo and which feature electric adjustment for the fore/aft position, height, and tilt. The angle of the backrest can also be adjusted electrically, its width pneumatically, and the driver's sport seat comes with a memory function. Lumbar support for the driver's seat and front passenger seat can be added as an option. M Sport seats in extended merino leather upholstery are available as an option. Fitted as standard in the BMW X3M competition and BMW X4M competition, their seat cushion and backrest side bolsters have an M-specific design. This gives them a distinctive bucket seat character, which optimizes lateral support during dynamic cornering. The extended range of adjustment functions provides a perfect seating position and comfort tailored to the individual. Manual adjustment for the seat cushion length and pneumatic lumbar support adjustment are also available alongside the sport seats functions. The semi-integrated head restraints are electrically adjustable for height and make a unique visual statement with their illuminated M logo. Active seat ventilation can also be specified as an option for the M Sport seats. A peerlessly sporting aura, comfort tailored to the individual. The sporty and luxurious interior ambience of the BMW X3M, BMW X4M and competition models can be enhanced with a wide range of optional extras to provide even greater comfort and individuality. A heated steering wheel and a ski and snowboard bag are available alongside the standard 3-zone automatic climate control. The functionality of the Comfort Access option includes hands-free tailgate opening and closing. Automatic tailgate operation at the touch of a button is standard for the BMW X3M and BMW X4M. Among other options offering bespoke levels of comfort are a model-specific panoramic glass roof, acoustic and sun protection glass, and heated rear seats. For an even greater sense of well-being on board, customers can specify the optional ambient air package with fragrancing and air ionization. The BMW X3M and BMW X4M come as standard with LED headlights. Adaptive LED headlights with variable light distribution, cornering lights, and BMW selective beam for non-dazzling high beam are available as an option. Atmospheric interior illumination is provided by the standard ambient lighting, which offers a choice of 6 colors and can be activated via the iDrive menu. Far-reaching lineup of driver assistance systems. The wide range of driver assistance systems available for the BMW X3M and BMW X4M offers clear comfort and safety benefits in monotonous or confusing driving situations. Standard equipment comprises cruise control with braking function along with collision and pedestrian warning with city braking function, while active cruise control with stop and go function and distance information and the driving assistant, including speed limit info with no passing info display, rear cross traffic alert, rear collision prevention, lane change warning and lane departure warning, can be specified as options. Driving Assistant Plus extends the helping hand even further. Additional elements of this package include the steering and lane control assistant, the lane keeping assistant with active side collision protection, the evasion aid and the crossroads warning, wrong way warning, and front cross traffic alert. Ease of parking and maneuvering is the speciality of the standard Fit Park Distance Control, PDC, with front and rear sensors. The optional parking assistant complements these features with a rear view camera and also takes care of steering, acceleration and braking when maneuvering into parking spaces parallel or perpendicular to the road. An even broader perspective is provided by the optional Parking Assist Plus with top view, panorama view, and 3D top view functions, while the remote 3D view function transmits a three-dimensional live image of the vehicle to the driver's smartphone. Intuitive operation, intelligent connectivity, and digital services. Another element of standard specification for the BMW X3M, BMW X4M and competition models is the Connected Drive Navigation Package with Navigation System Professional. Intuitive operation of the navigation, infotainment, communication, and vehicle functions is made possible by the iDrive touch controller on the center console, the 10.25-inch control display touchscreen, the multifunction steering wheel's buttons, the voice control feature and the optional BMW gesture control. Standard equipment also includes telephony with wireless charging, Wi-Fi hotspot preparation, an alarm system, real-time traffic information with on-street parking information, and the concierge service. Customers can also select Apple CarPlay preparation and the online entertainment digital service from the options list. The Harman Kardon surround sound system can be specified as an option over the standard hi-fi speaker system. Seamless connectivity between the vehicle and digital devices is overseen by the BMW Connected Personal Mobility Assistant. Using the Open Mobility Cloud, it interfaces devices such as smartphones, smartwatches, and voice assistants with the vehicle to ensure convenient and personalized access to digital services. Functions supported by BMW Connected include route planning on digital devices. This process takes into account calendar entries, real-time traffic information and, where necessary, a refueling stop and is shown in the vehicle's navigation system when the driver sets off. The driver can also use the Personal Mobility Assistant to call up vehicle data, such as the fuel level and the car's operating range, on digital devices, lock the vehicle via remote services and continue route guidance from parking location to final destination on their smartphone. Thanks.